Hello, YouTube community. This is Sky, otherwise known as KLF Sky or AH Sky. I'm here with my good friends Twisted Ducky. He's also in AH and KLF, and Slender, one of the coolest co-opers there is. Alright, so we're going to be playing on a map called Randa Training. This is a co-op map. Now, we're playing on a game called Altitude. This game was invented a couple whoa, close. This game was invented a couple years ago, and it's really fun, really addicting, and it's great. More modes are coming out, new stuff's coming out. They first started out with just two modes, TBD, and it's expanding. TBD and I don't remember, I think TDM or something. But now they have this mode called Co-op that some people made. I'm pretty sure it started with White Shadow, so a quick shout out to him. But these maps is Altitude is a game where you fight against people. The whole idea of this is you work together. There's some where you can play against people in co-op, but you're still not killing the other team like you do in all the other modes. In this mode, you work together. So even though this map is called Randa Training, I'm playing as a loopy, and a loopy is really hard to use on this map without rubber hull. But without rubber hull, you won't be able to repair. All right, it seems as though my teammates have died. And type them a little message. So this map's almost impossible to win without Randa. And by the way, I'm actually a pretty good player. This is just horrid lag from recording while I do this. Let me tell him it's impossible. You need a Randa to beat the full map because there's a part later where it's just physically impossible for a loopy to do it. But a loopy can do a good part of the map by itself. But without a Randa, you can't beat it. So I'm just gonna kill this turret on the left. Ah! I'm pretty sure there's a shield somewhere down here. Oh my gosh! Alright, I'm just gonna go Randa. Show you the basics. Oh no! Oh no! No, no! I wasn't able to change it. Oh well. I'll play Loopy one more time. No! Yeah, so it's really hard to play on this map with a loopy if you're not using rubber, and rubber means you don't get to regenerate your health. There's a long background to all the perks and stuff, and I'll link you to a guy who will teach you how to play Altitude with some Let's Play. And this game is really fun. You can talk with the players inside on something called Mumble. And yeah, so I mean, this game's really fun, and this mode, which is not popular, it's definitely one of the least popular modes there is. They just failed. So I'm gonna tell them I'm gonna try Randa. So here, you can join all these different servers. There's over 100 servers. You can add as many people as you, or up to like 500 people. And then there's this whole idea of competitive play, which I'm not going to get into because obviously we're just playing co-op. Co-op is very, very new to competitive play. We're actually just starting to make clans now. And co-op's really fun for anybody, if you're new to the game even. Some people buy the game just because. There's a free demo which you can play. Then you have to buy the game to get the full perks and stuff. But the thing with co-op is the competitive play isn't so great, and that's a lot of the reason why people play Altitude is because of the competitive play. But somebody is right now they're trying to make a ladder server for co-op and other modes that would help the community greatly. Um, New maps are made every time, and as I was talking about before, it's really hard to play with people who don't know what they're doing. But it's still fun to play. But on a long map like this, it's really difficult if you're playing with people who don't really know what they're doing. See how this guy does this? If you're with a new player, or as we call them here, newbies, then they really won't know what they're doing. So yeah, this was just a quick intro to co-op. This is just an idea of one of the maps where you work together and you fly planes. Here, since I'm dead, I'll show you some of the planes. You have 5 different planes. You have Loopy, Bomber, Explodette, Biplane, and Miranda. Now, here it shows you those stars up here. Right here. So the Loopy health is very, very low. The speed is the highest it can get, and the agility is the highest it can get. Bomber, 4 health, so 4 out of 5. That's second most. Okay, this is the most. But this has very low speed and agility. The Bomber has pretty decent agility. Really good agility, actually. Decent speed. Expert has no speed. Biplane is the average plane. Okay, here we have Miranda. Miranda is one of the most overpowered planes, even though the stars aren't so good. Because health-wise, it's obviously the lowest there is. Agility, I would give it a 5. And speed, it's speed without this thing called warping, which I'll show you what it is. Oops. Okay, done. This is a warp right here. That is the warp. Boom, and that's faster than any other plane can go. So, if you were doing that, then the speed would be a lot higher. So that's just a general overlay. And like I was saying before, Altitude is about killing other people, but this new mode co-op isn't. So, based on that, you want to choose which plane is the most agilic. And the plane Explodette, which had very little agility and speed, but it had the most power and the most health. That almost is never used for regular maps. The only time it's used is when there's a map specifically either made for it. Oh, I died in the same spot. Well, yeah, I'm gonna wrap this video up, but don't use Explodette on co-op unless it's a map called like Whale Train. It's called Explodette, and the nickname is Whale because it's so fat. But yeah, don't use it unless you are asked to use it because it's needed for the map, unless the name of the map includes whale in it, which there is a map. Alright, so I'll be downloading more videos for you guys later, and obviously this is one of the hardest maps, so I'll probably download the easiest maps, and hopefully we can get into a download where I can download a video from each map, which would be pretty cool. Alright, see you guys. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, yeah. Yeah?